All right, so we had a little of an announcement, not the Apple iPhone or the watch. And you know, if you want to do that, go ahead to apple.com. But Lyft had a little announcement earlier today talking about this Women Plus Connect, which we're going to be talking about right now. And essentially what it is early access. It's like 5 or 6 cities. I'll show that on the next slide. But this is rides by women for women. And it matches women, non-binary drivers and passengers with other non-binary and women passengers. So this is something that, you know, women have kind of been talking about for a long time now, that they wish that they could be matched with a woman driver, or, you know, take more women. So what is it, like 56% of women who use Lyft, but there's only 23% of drivers that are women. So they're trying to empower women in order to become more Lyft drivers. Now, women in here, if you were doing, first off, I want to know, women non-binary, is this something that you want to see? Is this something that you appreciate? What are your thoughts on this? Put it in the chat. We want to know. William, watch the segment from what's his name on Twitter. You'll get the answer there. It just takes like an hour to get to that answer. But either way, check that out. I forget who made that documentary, but either way, yeah. So I want to know, women, what do you think about this when it comes down to Women Plus Connect, women non-binary? Put your thoughts in it. Men, too bad, can't put your thoughts in this, but no, I just want to know what you think when it comes to this Women Plus Connect. Not only that, we have an article that came out. It will be in the description. So if you want to check the article, because Paula, who wrote the article, also did an interview with somebody at Lyft talking about it. So you can see in a couple of the screenshots there. Paula put Women Plus Connect launches in select cities, which is going to launch in San Francisco, San Diego, Chicago, Phoenix, San Jose, and more. Funny, if they pull out of Chicago, though, this will kind of go away. Matt Walsh, thank you. So it's connecting women and non-binary drivers with more women non-binary riders. Statistically speaking, about 50% of the passengers on the platform are women. Well, yeah, because there's about 50% of the population that's women. So, but only 23% of drivers are women. And then Paula also did an interview with Jody Kelman. So a couple of the highlights is, I want Lyft to be part of improving people's lives with the world's best transportation. I want to get back to the core of humanity and listening to what customers want. And so if you want more information on that exclusive article and interview, link is going to be in the description below. Again, that's over on the RideShare Guy side blog, which again, we talk about Sergio more because he writes articles on there. I'm more on the YouTube side. But we want to make sure that we highlight this particular article as well, because this is going along with the announcement and that interview. Not only that, they also announced that they're partnering with a new feature with ADT, and that is where they're going to improve the driver experience regarding safety. So the beta feature will allow ADT and Lyft piloting drivers where they can connect via a live one-way video call chat with an ADT agent. So if there's any issues or anything, they can kind of see what's going on. So they have more context about the situation, provide help with the situation, dispatch emergency help, police, fire department, and medical.
Yeah, I you know what? I think, okay. So 50% of 50% of riders on the platform are female. Okay. And Lyft says 20% of drivers, or 23% of drivers on the platform are female. Now, I'm pretty sure that number will collapse at drunk hours, because I'm not sure how many women are ballsy enough, and I don't blame them at all, to be out there at bar closed, which is where the money is at. However, from the passenger's perspective, Chris, I think this is an amazing idea, okay? Just for the fact that if I'm female and I've had a few drinks, look, all the bad shit happens by those drunk hours. And, we hear it. I mean, look, there are bad apples in the community as well as 99.9% of the drivers are great. But, there are drivers who have bad intentions, or women get in the car without even checking the license plate, all this good stuff, right? Now, that could still happen, obviously. But I think if I'm female and I had a few drinks, I would like to get picked up by a female driver, period. No ifs and buts about it. However, I wonder what that 23% looks like, Chris, at drunk hours. Probably like 10%, right? Or maybe even less.
I would have to probably agree with you there. I would think that it would drop a substantial amount, just because, women drivers probably don't want to be hit on by drunk guys and passengers like that. And, the issues that can arise. A guy versus a woman, men are much stronger when it comes to situations. Females may not want to be put into situations like that. So they might just avoid driving. But again, that's not necessarily the case. There could be quite a few drivers who are driving at night that are women. But I'd agree. I'd probably say it's definitely dropped quite a bit. I'd love to know what the actual statistic is, because they could pull that statistic.
They know that. They know the numbers.
23%, but I'd like to know what it would be just in general.
Yeah. Well, number one. Number two, obviously I'm in touch with Lyft. They sent me something to read, but time constraints. But I actually asked a question, the question was in as far as what if I'm a male passenger and I'm drunk and I have bad intentions, and I can mark myself as female and try to get a female driver, right? I mean, hey, it's possible. There are animals around the world, everywhere. So their answer was that initially, this is only in 5 cities. In these 5 cities, the drivers are going to go with the gender that they specified on their driver's licenses when they uploaded it. So that's how the matching is going to work. And as far as the passenger, they have specified their gender when they open their account. So that's how they're going to try to alleviate this problem. The other thing is that though Lyft is giving the driver and the passenger enough time to change their gender if they feel like it's the right thing to do. And if they've gone through the trouble of changing their gender, they can go in the app and do it. Overall, I think it's a good idea. Let's see, this is the first time that they're leading in an idea. I bet you Uber will copy this probably in a couple of months, if not less. I always thought that was,
what Uber will do if they're going to do it. I think they're going to do it. They're going to wait and see what happens. So they're going to wait and see if there's any issues that arise, if there's any lawsuits that could potentially arise, anything like that. Because it'll be interesting to see, though.
Yeah, I think it's a good. I mean, first of all, it's for safety reasons. I think it's a good idea, except that the supply demand, is not there to take care of this properly, right? I think it's unsafe because if someone wants to prey on female, yeah. So I asked that to Lyft, and they came up with some sort of an answer, but we have to dig deep into that because this was just announced this morning, and we had an embargo on it until this morning, until Lyft announced it. We knew about it a few days ago. The supply demand picture is not there to really take care of all 50% of the female passenger base, obviously. And I mean, look, we have to call it the way we see it here. What if men say now this is discrimination? I mean, there will be men who say, how come? I want to be matched with a male driver all the time. I don't know. They could do it. It's the US. I'm sure some legal stuff will happen behind this, but the idea I think is great. So that's it.
Yeah. I'll give you that too. The idea is good. I think though that the execution could be a whole nother story. So that's what I got to say there. William, thank you. Appreciate the super chat. Will this create surge? Good.
Probably not.
I don't know though. But the whole thing is though, if there's no women drivers in the area and you're a passenger looking for it, or if you're a woman driver trying to drive around, you still can get men. So it's probably going to fare a little bit, but we'll see what ends up happening overall when it comes down to it. So if you live in one of these cities, if you're a woman, if you're using it as a passenger, let us know your experiences, what's going on. If you hear any stories or anything, can point us with the news. Let us know as well too. We definitely want to know what's going on with that. All right. Thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself.
Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.